The human brain is hardwired to categorize things in order to make sense of the complicated world around us. However, we are often faced with the problem of our subconscious mind, which is mostly inaccurate, especially when it comes to rational decision making, bringing us in the face of bias. Bias can cause a form of prejudice which allows for egregious inequalities to form between different demographics. The 2022 International Women's Day theme, Break the Bias, prompts us into imagining a gender-equal world free of bias, stereotypes, and discrimination at the workplace. Gender bias is the tendency to prefer one gender over another. It is a way of subconsciously making decisions about other people based on their gender. While it may not be noticeable to many, gender bias is most prominently visible within professional settings. It has been deeply ingrained into working norms, influencing the way people work, from the hiring processes to daily environment workplace interactions. Despite many efforts to improve gender equality in the workplace, women remain underrepresented at senior levels. A report from UN Women on women's leadership and political participations shows that women are underrepresented at all levels of decision making worldwide. As of 1st September 2021, there are only 26 women serving as heads of state in 24 countries out of the 194 countries across the globe. At the current rate, achieving gender parity in political work life is far off. A statistical report from Builtin.com shows that 42% of women experience gender discrimination at their workplace, and 5 out of the 14 top barriers women face in their workplace are related to discrimination and bias. Half of men believe women are well represented at their company when 90% of their senior leaders are men. Men are more likely to obtain managerial roles because 34% of men and women believe male executives are better at risk assessment. And finally, when men and women ask for a pay raise, women often receive 5% less pay raise than men. The stigma around sexual harassment in the workplace is still extremely prevalent, affecting 45% of women who are not confident in their senior leadership ability to address the issue. Not to mention the 75% of women who face retaliations after reporting harassment to their employers. Gender equality gap in the workplace also widens considerably after women have children, an issue which can be tackled by shared parental leave policy and enabling working parents to share childcare more equally. Today's society has placed a preferential treatment on men and likewise prejudice against women solely on the basis of their gender. However, getting beyond basic bias means first understanding the places in the talent and employee experiences process where hidden bias can show up, and then learning how to get around it. Most organizations are up against the weight of history as past imbalances in hiring, promotion, and turnover have left them with an insufficient internal pipeline of women. In order to correct these imbalances caused by gender bias in the workplace, organizations must first of all bridge the gender pay gap. They must use skill-based assessments during employment. They must have women mentors and supervise work activities involving men, and they must also prioritize the work-life balance. With this, together, we all can break the bias.